eggs on toast for breakfast with little bits and pieces of surprises. Ready in less than 30 minutes. This is my version of Sri Lankan style Shakshuka with Maggi chicken seasoning cubes. Shakshuka is a very popular breakfast dish or any time of the day dish around North Africa and the Middle East. So let's get started with some breakfast. I'm adding some olive oil to the pan. You can use some coconut oil for this. So roughly about 2 tablespoons of olive oil there. So I'm using a red onion. So that goes in. I'm using 3 different colors of bell peppers or capsicum. So I've got some green, yellow, and I'm using some red ones as well. And then I'm adding the red ones. So I've added all the ingredients now. Give it a good mix and leave it in there for a couple of minutes until the onions and the capsicums are really soft. So I've got some chili flakes. I'm going to add that. Why not have some chili flakes for Sri Lankan breakfast? And I'm going to add some cumin powder. So the garlic goes in. I've added all the ingredients and give it a good mix. You can smell all those aromas now. And the last ingredient that I'm going to add is Maggi chicken seasoning cubes. There are 4 in this little pack. I'm using 1 cube. And with the Maggi chicken seasoning cube, it does brings out nice savory flavor and the umami flavor to our shakshuka. So the last ingredient before the eggs, that I'm going to add the tomatoes. And slowly break up those tomatoes and give it a good mix. And then we're going to simmer it. And we're going to simmer it for about 5 to 6 minutes until everything is incorporated. So leave it in there with the lid on for about 5 to 6 minutes. Let's see what's happening in the pan. I can already smell all those flavors, and you can see the tomatoes are already broken down into small pieces, and we are ready to add the eggs. Before adding the eggs, let's taste and see how it tastes like. I can taste a little bit of sourness from the tomatoes. What I'm going to do is, to balance the flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper along with a tiny bit of sugar. So before adding the eggs, it's better to season it with salt and pepper, and tiny bit of sugar. As I said, it's optional. So I'm going to make like little wells inside, so the eggs goes into those little pouches, and then let it cook it slowly. So I'm just going to make little pouches there. Like I'm using 4 eggs. Now slowly you can just put it in. So gently cook these eggs for about 5 to 6 minutes. It's totally up to you. If you like a runny yolk, then it will cook in like 3 to 4 minutes depending on the heat. So I've got a really low heat. It's preferably to have it in the gentle heat and then just cook those eggs first. And we'll see whether the eggs are nicely poached in the tomato sauce and all the ingredients that we've added. So I'm going to check that, and they look so perfect. You can see like all these little pockets of eggs and perfectly cooked. So it's time for breakfast. I am going to try with roast pan, which is really good, and you can buy it in Sri Lanka. You can taste it with roti or even any other breads, which goes really well. But roast pan is something that we can have it anytime in Sri Lanka. So I'm going to taste it with that and see how it tastes like. This is the moment of truth. I can't tell you how good this is. There's so many flavors. And adding the cheese as well, it is amazing. So try this, guys.